following is a presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race. Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and we are here at Rockingham, England, overseas in the United Kingdom to qualify for the Motor Racing Outreach 401, race 28 of the season tomorrow morning. Over on Napa Fan, only 3 races until we crown a champion. Here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, started all the way back in February. Here we are in September, the final month in Season 7 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Uncharted qualifying going on right now. And there's your new points leader in the Turkey Hill Series, Isaac Redmond. Great run. Kansas last weekend to put him 2 points ahead of Kukulon. I think. Actually, you know what? That was heading into Kansas, so I can't remember how it was after that race. Wait. Yeah, okay, I actually wrote that down for the race that I was going to do before this, but we're doing this first. Because we got a co-commentator for qualifying, Trey, right alongside us. Now, you were asking me specifically to co-commentate for this race, so what makes this place so special for you as an owner in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series?
Well, this track has always been quite the more interesting little track. As you can see, whoever's in, I forget who's in the 18, but he just came out of turn number 1, which in years past has been Calamity Corner. And we get a lot of wrecks at this track, and a lot of them happen in that infamous turn number 1.
They do.
And also it's in the UK, so I'd like to say this. Cheerio from across the pond, everybody!
He's always doing his accents. You should do the entire race with an accent. Either way, Isaac Redmond, first driver to complete a time, 34.029. It's one of the slower mile-and-a-half racetracks we go to because it is kind of flat. But yes, it is a mile and a half. Just shorter than a mile and a half, but still, we consider it a mile and a half, but definitely one of the more unique tracks we go to. And it's always been late in the schedule, too, so race 8 of the chase here, and we'll get to the points when we get to the full qualifying. Number 97, Casey Hoffman. He's been racking himself up in the points over in the Turkey Hill Series, 22 behind Redmond over there. Of course, we're going to be at Auto Club later tonight, which realistically wouldn't really work out for these guys because they're literally on the other side of the world. Turkey Hill Series, Chick-fil-A Cup Series on opposite ends of the planet this weekend. So, yeah, but you know what? They're not actually flying out there. It's just a video game. So they could get away with it. But going to be very interesting to see how that race goes. Caleb Hoffman won at Auto Club a couple years ago in the Turkey Hill Series. So we'll have to see if Casey Hoffman does so, as he's in the championship fight over there. Really great battle over in the Turkey Hill Series. Not so much in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series at this point, but still a lot can happen in these last 3 races. 36 is Christian Master, who got the win at Kansas last weekend in the Turkey Hill Series. Ying Canario, second straight week, he's attempting the 71. That is Cameron Gadue back in the 67 for North State Racing. Josh Crash in the 85. Oh boy, for some reason I want to say he's won here before. If he did, it would have been Season 5. I think he might have won here before. I can't quite remember. We'll have to see. He is fastest right now, but now second fastest, but he's still going to qualify on if he is second fastest. As always, top 2 advance on to the main event. 98's Matt Tuck, who won at Pocono. This track's got some similarities to Pocono. The flat corners, wide sweeping corners, they got some similarities to turn 3 at Pocono and turn 2 at Pocono. And, you know, Matt Tuck, you know, if he can qualify his way onto the show, which right now he's second fastest, you know, he might be a threat to win. We're just going to have to see about that. Last guy is Fisher G in the 74. And that's all the Uncharted guys looking to qualify their way on to the Motor Racing Outreach 401 from Rockingham, UK. It is the 97 of Casey Hoffman and the 98 of Matt Tuck, 2 fastest drivers on the racetrack. But now the 85 of Josh Crash just knocked Matt Tuck off the second position. And he's got a bit of a draft from Cameron Gadue ahead of him. Expect this lap to be fast. Even though it's a flat racetrack, the draft is still very important. We're going to have to see if that works out for the 85 here on this lap. He's right now in the show. Isaac Redmond third. Not enough to advance on, and Matt Tuck is going to be done after that one. So he's not going to be in tomorrow's event. But Casey Hoffman right now the fastest in the 97. He's been doing a pretty good job in these qualifying sessions so far. And Josh Crash improved his time. Could not advance past Casey Hoffman, but solidifying his spot in second place. It's looking like it's going to be Casey Hoffman, Josh Crash for this one.
Oh, yeah. Just looking to see if Josh Crash has won here before. It was in Season 5. I will say that.
Yeah.
Still doing a little bit of research.
Appreciate that. I have that
I
feeling.
know Jonathan King won last year for Season 6.
Season 6 was won by Alexander Rowe here from Rockingham, UK.
Oh, wait, no. I forget. Oh, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so Alexander Rowe's the defending winner of this race. Been a dismal season for him. We'll have to see if he can get a good qualifying effort. I mean, tomorrow's race is going to get interesting. I can tell you that much because, like you said, turn 1, Calamity Corner, they slide up off of turn 1 on that inside lane, and lots of times to get into somebody there. So we'll have to see how many times that happens tomorrow. We're going to hope that it doesn't happen at all. But we do know this: Casey Hoffman and Josh Crash going to be in tomorrow's show. So great job by those guys qualifying their way on here at the Rockingham Motor Speedway. Let's go ahead and set the full field here for the Motor Racing Outreach 401, race 28 of the season in season number 7 of the NRLOA Chick-fil-A Cup Series. And here we go to set the starting lineup for tomorrow's 55-lap event from the Rockingham Motor Speedway. These guys are ready. First guy out is Trey Bartow in the number 4. I want to see this guy get a win before the end of the season. They have been coming close. They did very good at Kansas last week. I believe they finished in the 3rd or 4th position. They're leading late. Couldn't get it over Christian Vargas, unfortunately. But we're going to be the first guys out there on the racetrack. There's Zachary Fitzwater. We have 0 defending, except for Alexander Rowe, I should say. I forgot about him. He is the only defending race winner at this racetrack who will be starting in this race. Matt Tuck failed to qualify. He won Season 5. We went back and checked that. But point situation coming into this event, definitely not really a wide open one, say at the least. It's a full race for Elijah Gordon in the number 5. 50-point lead ahead of Stuart Gratton. 2,250 points for Elijah Gordon. 50 behind is Gratton. But still, one bad race for Elijah Gordon, one good race for Stuart Gratton would put them right back on each other, heading into Phoenix. Diego Yepes finds himself 3rd in the points, 73 behind. Brad Stover, 75 behind. John Stewart, 83 behind. Cody Sill, 86. Roger Ray, 88. Justin Heath, 111. Nicholas Sambidio, 129. Michael Canto, 153. Didn't really work out too well for those guys this season. But either way, Elijah Gordon, the guy to beat, no question about it. The only guy who's close enough to him at this point to have any chance is Stuart Gratton. So we'll have to see how it all goes down. Either way, Justin Knight's right now the fastest guy on the racetrack with Trey Bartow, Alonzo. Richard Kinghart just went to 2nd. Kinghart's in his final 3 races. Of course, same goes for Elijah Gordon. He's in his final 3 races here of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. It's all going to come down to qualifying, I think. Qualifying's going to be a big thing. But you also got to think, this is a race of attrition. I mean, you were mentioning just how much of a Talladega-style race it is. Lots of wrecks happen here at Rockingham, so you got to get out of those alive. And there's a good chance Elijah Gordon will get caught up in one of them, don't you think?
Definitely. And also, is it Isaac Nichols or Stuart Gratton that's retiring at the end of the season?
Both, actually, are retiring at the end of the season. Both Gratton and Nichols.
But, yeah. So either way, if Elijah Gordon or Stuart Gratton win the championship, it'll be a great storybook ending to their awesome careers here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series.
It definitely would be. We all remember Tyler Selzman in Season 5. That was memorable. Winning the championship in his retirement season. And more than likely, we're going to end up with the same situation this season because top 2 in points are both retiring at the end of the year. Next guy in line is rookie Diego Yepes. I mean, talk about a quiet season so far for your driver right there. 3rd in the points. I mean, 3rd in the overall championship right there. For his rookie season, that is phenomenal. Higher than any rookie right now in the points. Now, not in the Rookie of the Year standings because we have a totally different system over there, but still. Got to hand it to Diego Yepez. I mean, he has definitely come through for your team. Maybe not in victory lane, but consistency-wise, he's had a great season.
Definitely. Consistency is key, and that key unlocks wins and championships, especially championships.
And he is second fastest right now, highest chase driver in the field right now. Elijah Gordon is 7th fastest in the number 5. He's just been doing so good in qualifying as of late. I mean, you know, Talladega was where he got his win. That is probably one of the biggest wild cards you can get from qualifying, but at places other than Talladega, he's been qualifying up front. Watkins Glen is really where it all started for him, where he finished 3rd. Finished 5th at Kansas last week. He's gotten 3 straight top 5s, and I think he's only gotten 6 overall in the season. Just like Jimmy Johnson, you know, this is the first season we're using this system. Yepez just went to the top of the board, by the way. So he's got a fast race car there for American Motorsports. But either way, what I'm saying with Elijah Gordon, it's a lot like Jimmy Johnson. He was really quiet during the regular season, and bam, when the chase begins, they're ready to go. And 50 points coming into this race ahead of Stuart Gratton. Now, when we head into Phoenix, you know, it could be lower than that. There's a very good chance that might be the case, especially considering that Elijah Gordon is now down to 16th. Not as fast as what he initially was. And Gratton is 9th right now, so watch out for Gratton. He's on the inside. Well, now he's 10th on the outside. It keeps on changing. Just all over the place here. And Josh Crash just went to the top of the board. And it was not Josh Crash who won in Season 5. It was actually Matt Tuck, like I said. Jacob Reed, Aiden Saunders, Dan Park, and Matt Tuck with Alex NRLOA last season are the defending winners of this race. So not really a race where veterans tend to win. Most experienced guy out of all those is, at this point, Alex NRLOA and Matt Tuck. So, you know, we don't have any Jesse Turner, Matt Dalio, Garrett Sonor in victory lane here. It's never happened before, so we'll have to see what happens in tomorrow's event here. But Josh Crash right now holding on to the pole position. Yepez, Cody Sill, second highest chase driver because he's behind Yepez. Aaron Walpole, Daniel McMillan, Cameron Garlington, Brad Stover there in 7th. Great run for him. Garrett Sonor. And once again, for the second straight weekend, you have all 3 of your guys in the top 10 for qualifying. That's what happened last weekend at Kansas, and I think it worked out okay for Walpole. Can't remember. But, yeah, it worked out pretty well for you guys, I think. I can't remember how it went. I know Christian Vargas won last week, but I can't remember where all your guys finished. You'll be able to see that tomorrow for your own reference. But, 32... Diego Yepez fastest with Walpole 4th and Sonor 9th right now. Great job by those guys here at Rockingham.
Definitely, and by the swing of the points and how Yepez shot up like to 3rd, I'd say Yepez definitely had a good day at Kansas. Strange things do happen there.
Yeah, he didn't finish ahead of Elijah Gordon, but I think he was the 2nd highest chase driver. I think he got 10th. A lot of other guys do not have good days at Kansas, I'll tell you that much. So even Gratton kind of pulled his way to 12th. He started deep in the field for that one. Boy. And we see that a lot here at Rockingham. Saw that a lot last season in the race. Going to see that a lot tomorrow probably. So that's the big variable of this racetrack. I mean, considering how close it is to the end of the season, you got to watch out for it. It's definitely going to become a major factor, I think.
Definitely. We saw it a bunch in last year's race. Herschel Arvin Alonso getting dumped by Ace Garcia on the 2nd lap. Al Lagasse and Tristan Allen mixing it up a little bit later. It was a crazy race in that turn last year for sure.
Definitely was. I don't think we've actually seen anything in this session though, so that's a good sign. Elijah Gordon is 24th fastest right now. Stuart Gratton is 15th. So that's 9 positions. That'd be 41 points if they finish in those positions tomorrow morning. We'll have to see how it all goes down. I mean, qualifying is important here. I mean, you can work your way from the back to the front at this place, especially if you avoid the wrecks. 55 laps, an extra lap compared to other mile-and-a-half racetracks. That's why it's 4:01. Just a lot of variable coming into this one. But the eyes are all going to be on Elijah Gordon. You got to focus on him. Because if you don't, I mean, what kind of a league runner are you? He's the points leader by 50 points, and you're not even paying attention to him? That's not what you do. So no matter where he is, we're going to make sure we have our eyes on number 5 and where he is. Also tomorrow, we're going to be debuting a new ticker that we're going to attempt to use during the truck series this season. It won't be used the entire race, but we'll be attempting to use it throughout a good chunk of the race tomorrow. Not the entire race. We'll have to see how it all goes down. But either way, Josh Crash fastest here in qualifying, uncharted driver. Just a great run for him in that number 85 machine for Friesen Motorsports. Of course, Friesen Motorsports closing at the end of the year. They'll probably be bought out by somebody. We'll have to see how that all goes down in the silly season. Don't see Josh Crash on the racetrack. And there he is. But he's your fastest guy here for pole qualifying in the Motor Racing Outreach 401. Yikes. I mean, they come close, but lots of times they save it if they're going slow enough, and you just got to hit on the perfect angle for it to become a huge wreck. And the problem with this track is they hit that inside wall and they clear up turn 2, so these wrecks can be pretty big. That first straightaway there in between 1 and 2 right there.
Definitely.
So Josh Crash for Friesen Motorsports looking to grab the pole. With Diego Pez, his teammate Aaron Walpole's 3rd fastest. Cody Sill, Daniel McMillan, Cameron Garlington, Blaine Keys, Brad Stover, Garrett Sinor 9th, and Justin Knight 10th. Jonathan Wong, good run for Nicholas Samadio. Jesse Turner, Alonzo, Bartow, Grattan, Rainey, Canto, Juan Garcia, Richard Kinghart. Chase drivers beyond that include Elijah Gordon, 24th. John Stewart, 28th. 48, Roger Ray, 35th. And Justin Heath, 38th. And that's it. Well, the Chase drivers starting a little bit farther up front in this race compared to a lot of the other races we've had this season. Chase drivers have struggled in qualifying. Elijah Gordon still 24th. Matt Delia right behind him in the 79. It is expected that Matt Delio and Jesse Turner will return to what will be Outer Island Motorsports, Toyota team next season. Be the old NRLOA team, but the schemes will basically be the same. Same sponsors, same drivers. But we'll get to that silly season stuff later on. Josh Crash on the pole here at Rockingham. Yepez, 2nd. Aaron Walpole, Cody Sill, McMillan, top 5. You see the rest of what's going on right there. Take a look at the rest of the results. Fitzwater and Stapleton tied. I don't know who's got the tiebreaker on that one. Justin Heath will have it ahead of Casey Hoffman for that position. We have Juan Garcia and Richard Kinghart who tied. I would believe Kinghart would have it, but I don't know. And Canto will have it over his teammate Luke Rainey because Canto is higher in the championship standings. But other than that, that's how I'll line up for tomorrow's 55-lap race here from the Rockingham Motor Speedway. Josh Crash on the pole for tomorrow's Motor Racing Outreach 401. Only 3 races remain until we crown a champion 2 weeks from now. It's going to be a great season to end it out here for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series season number 7. Thank you guys very much for watching. On behalf of Trey Wright, he'll be in the booth with us tomorrow as well. Congratulations to Josh Crash on the pole, and I will see you guys later.